This hymn, now being sung in Shona, is often heard in Makonde Parish, and it is sung thankfully and joyfully to God. You may know the original English version. We love the place, O God, wherein thine honour dwells, the joy of thine abode, all earthly joys excel. It is the place of prayer, wherein thy servants meet, and thou, O Lord, art there, thy chosen flock to greet. With generous help from the congregation of St Faith Vancouver, some parishes in the United Kingdom, and the Pagic Pact Trust in Harare, Makonde Parish has successfully undertaken a major church building program. This program has involved every practicing member of these churches, not only through their financial contributions, but in the making of the very bricks that have been used in the buildings. They've also collected sand from nearby riverbeds and carried that, together with the water, to the sites where these churches have been built. Now they can see not only the fruits of their own labour, but the generosity of other Christians. This is why there is so much joy and happiness in Makonde. But where is Makonde? Makonde Parish is in Zimbabwe, which is a landlocked country in Central Africa, surrounded by Mozambique, Zambia, Botswana and South Africa. Parish itself is a huge area, some 15,000 square kilometres to the north and slightly to the west of Harare. Its centre is Chinhoyi, which is 115 kilometres from the Zimbabwean capital city. And the parish stretches from 80 kilometres south of Chinhoyi right to the Zambian border and the great man-made lake of Kariba, some 200 kilometres from Chinhoyi. In this area there are 35 separate congregations, some of which meet in beautiful modern buildings like this one at Koroi, but others worship in shared community halls, cramped school classrooms, or simply beneath a suitable tree. Not having a centre of one's own can cause many problems. Some of these are more obvious than others. For instance, when one congregation wanted to discover more of the biblical teaching on stewardship, they arranged to meet in a community hall on a Saturday afternoon. Makombe is in the heart of Kariba, and before the people came to live there, this marula tree had been producing juicy fruit year after year. It is said that elephants never forget, and certainly this jumbo remembered the time and place where his favourite food could be found, and nothing was going to stop him enjoying it. A little later, he was joined by his mate, who was equally keen to defend her Saturday lunch. It's difficult for a congregation to concentrate on Malachi and St. Paul when these guys are less than 10 yards away. Eventually, they left, and the people were just getting down to the biblical challenge of stewardship when the Seventh-day Adventists arrived, saying that 3 o'clock was their time for worship. The Anglicans had to vacate the hall and move out to the grass outside, hoping that more jumbos didn't arrive. but the atmosphere was not conducive to learning. However, this will not happen again for 4 of the congregations in Hurungwe. Over the last year, each of them has built a new church, which is now their spiritual home and springboard for evangelism. They now say to their friends and neighbours, "Come to our new church. Come and join us in our life and worship as Christians. Come and belong to our fellowship. Come and learn how we have been blessed by the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ." Their joy is obvious as they welcome their parish priest to celebrate the Eucharist at St. Faith's. But their joy is no greater than the infectious happiness of St. Francis's congregation after their service. Christians worshipping at St. Peter's no longer have to meet under the baobab tree and cope with either the violent summer thunderstorms or the lack of shade in the hot sun. Instead, they now celebrate the Eucharist in their own church. St. Mark's congregation, Irongwe, is amongst the most remote in the whole parish. But when they heard that they were to be given an opportunity to say thank you to those who had helped them financially, they turned out in force to show their joy and to express their thankfulness. Even the builder walked 12 kilometers to come and join the congregation and to proudly demonstrate how well the church was built. Building is going on apace in the Chirau district, which is to the south of Chinoy. Members of the Mothers' Union, in their blue and white uniforms, help to keep the site tidy as the new church of St. Columba is built. Whilst this is going on, the elders meet with two of the parish clergy to inspect the progress and to sort out the problems which have occurred since their last visit. The Mothers' Union members encourage them and show their joy by singing hymns. No more than 15 kilometres away, the Church of St. Barnabas is now being used for worship, even though there are still finishing touches to be done.
The new committee.
Now compare the situation with that a mere 3 months previously, and you can see the speed with which these new churches are being built. Permanent brick seating is cheaper than wooden pews and is not likely to be borrowed by those who have nothing on which to sit. But it is not only new churches that are being built in Makonde Parish. At Chinoy, St. Paul's has become too small for the existing congregation, and a major extension has had to be undertaken, enlarging the north side and extending the east end. This not only makes the nave bigger, but gives much needed vestry space. Again, it's possible to see the progress which has been made in the 3 months since those first pictures were taken.
Yeah.